No crazy intro today, my friends. We take on Leicester and somebody else. It could be the next round of the FA Cup, or if we get knocked out, it'll be some Premier League team. We have transfer offers in with Celta Vigo, Celtic, and Liverpool. Will any of them go through? Alright, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Welcome into episode 8. If you're enjoying this save and this series and this channel, all the things, hit the like button and subscribe. And again, well, I remember, follow me on Twitter and on Discord. Whoosh. I just love a whoosh. Don't you love a whoosh? The links are in the description below so that you can join in. We got a great community. Yesterday, as we were watching this, or no, 2 days ago, as we were watching the U.S. men's national team. I mean, I was definitely working. While watching the U.S. men's national team smash Panama, which, you know, fair play. But at least we scored some goals. Great little community during games, during Formula One, just chit-chatting away, talking about our own saves in a different channel. Loads of fun. Come join that Discord. Say hello when you join. Like, if you join, don't just join. Come and say, hey guys, what's up? Or gals. Old Lady Plays is there. I'm sure there's other ladies, but Old Lady Plays is kind of the matron of the group. She's there. She has all the Canadian and linguistic knowledge. So how do you do it? That's enough rambling from me. Again, we take on Leicester today. You're like, can you show us the transfers? I'm curious. If you had to guess right now, Celta Vigo, Celtic, Liverpool. We've got about 26, 28 million in transfer budget, if that helps you out. And we spread it out over those 3 teams. I'll wait. Why don't you leave a comment? Who do you think we're getting from those teams? And don't edit your comment afterwards. Come on. We can see when you hit edit, you get the edit button. I mean, come on. First off, we've offered 10, rising to 15, plus a percentage of profit next sale for Christopher Ayer, clearly. Christopher plays a center back and a DM and a midfielder, all at a very high level. I think he's exquisite. I think he's pretty much perfect for us. Would I like him to be a little more pacey? Sure. But when you're talking about a ball-playing defender who plays really well, and if he needs to come in and cover the DM, he could do it. If he needs to cover midfield, he could do it. Absolute stud. He's not listed or anything, but it doesn't say do not want to sell. Like, they're open to selling him. They picked him up for 675 grand, so they're going to make quite the profit off of him. He's playing well this season, 701. So I think he looks quite a treat. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, I think it's pretty good. I mean, you can wait on the thoughts until we show all 3, I guess. So if you're doing the math, you're like, well, that was 10 million of the upfront transfer of the 26 or 28 million that we've got. We've offered 14 million. He was transfer listed for Bryce Mendes, or Bryce. Mr. Mendes, just 14 million straight up. It might be a touch too much. He's worth 16 and a quarter right now. He's an attacking mid-center, but he can play the inside forward, and I think that's more likely where we'd play him. He can cover the midfield in a bind as well. But I think here's the thing. A lot of the players that I'm interested in, the teams don't want to sell, and they're offering like insane money, and we haven't had time to really, really scout really good under 22 players. This guy is available because he's transfer listed, because they don't have a place for him in the team. He's surplus to requirements. We're the only team that's come in right now, although Ajax and Hoffenheim have also come in, and he's interested in Ajax. So it's just one of those things, like a little bit of just like slinging money out there and see who takes it, which is kind of unfortunate. But it's not like I wouldn't be interested in this player. I would. He's 6'2", and I think when you're talking Tiki-Taka style, right? You want somebody who's good with the ball at their feet. Technique 16, first touch 16, teamwork 16, vision 16, dribbling 14, passing 15. That is to me. That is a Tiki-Taka type inside forward, or obviously in the middle, advanced playmaker. Tries killer balls often. Like, I think if we could just get him to sign, looking pretty good. If you're doing the math, you're like, wait a minute. 10, 14, that's 24. Huh? What? We've offered a loan contract without really scouting him, but it's a loan contract for his wages only. I was hoping to do, it didn't give me the option to do until the end of next season. It's only the end of this season, which is kind of disappointing. So it's really more of a coverage to give us cover at left back in case something happens to Dwight McNeil. Now he's right-footed, so, or left, I said left back, left winger. There's the garage door for everyone. The new people to the channel are like, what are you talking about? It's a thing on my channel. So he's not a left, like, just a winger is the word I'm looking for, because he's right-footed. He could play, we could switch it, he could play winger on the right, and then we could bring in an inside forward over here, or play somebody else as a winger on the right and have him play inside forward, or really just play both. So again, for 18.25 grand a week as a short-term loan, and maybe he falls in love with us and wants to come back, I thought, you know, it was worth a punt, to be honest with you. So we'll see what the clubs say and what the players say. I mean, we've gotten to the contract stage on 65 grand a week with Mendez, but he's like, yeah, thanks for sending it over. And his agent's like, yeah, we'll call you. And he's calling it by accident. That's kind of where we're at. But we've got 8 days to spend the money. There you go. This is how we line up against Leicester. We are away from home. I've brought in Svensson, who is not our best DM. That's Cork, but Cork is pretty much our best midfielder all around, including DM. So Svensson is our second best option, and what I'm going to tell him to do once we get into the game, he's playing a ball-winning midfielder rather than the deep-lying playmaker, so we're taking one of our 3 playmaker positions out and swapping in a ball-winning midfielder, and I'm going to tell him to chase Jamie Vardy down. That's kind of the idea here. Now, he's only got 12 pace, so I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm trying to help protect these guys from the ball over the top and just have him straight up man-mark Vardy out of the game. And then that leaves everybody else free to do their jobs. So we've rotated, not really, right? Goodmanson is coming in for Rodriguez. Goodmanson has scored more goals. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists and 17 total appearances, versus Jay Rodriguez has got 12 starts and an assist. Not really that inspiring, to be honest with you. So Goodmanson is going to get the nod. We've got Mola, garage door, Elise on the bench, Kevin Long, Robbie Brady, because we've lost Alonso to a cold. Yes, he's got a cold. I just said, well, I sent him home because we were going to start Charlie Taylor, because Charlie Taylor's promise is coming up, and we've got like 14 days, 8 days, and he was expecting more playing time than he's receiving. So I was going to start him anyway, so it's kind of convenient that Alonso had to go home. Tarkovsky's still out with the double hernia. Everybody else, cross your fingers, is back. So off we go, my friends. All right, see, okay, Jamie Vardy. Okay, let's. All right, here we go. Do I have to wait till we get in the game? Oh, mark specific position. Nope, specific player. There it is. I want you to mark Jamie Vardy. Go get him. Go get him. Everybody else, play how we've been playing. I thought about dropping McNeil to support, but he has been quite. He's got 8 goals and 15. I kind of think yeah, we'll leave these 3 guys on attack and then the striker on support. That has tended to work. We'll see how it works today. I'm gonna skip press conferences. Just. Yeah, go hard on him. Let's go cause an upset. McNeil cares. All right, we're back. They're missing James Madison out with injury. As you do. Or does he have a cold? I don't know. Maybe he was hanging out with Alonso. More direct passing. No. Let's just play our game, boys. Is the sound going to show up? No crowd sound. There it is. Goodmanson plays it back. Whoa, kind of standing on top of each other. Gets into Wilshire. He's got McNeil. McNeil's going to play it back. Svensson doinks it over to Taylor. Oh, okay, swings it back. Oh, in between the lines. Oh, this is lovely. It's got to go in. That was beautiful. Oh, I don't know if it's the Tiki-Taka style or the match engine, but man, there's been such a change compared to FM20. Watch this. Again, back to the DM. Forward. Takes a touch to control. Touch. Score. That was really well commentated by me. Easy for me to say, my friends. Johan Berg Goodmanson, welcome. Thank you for justifying the start thus far. I'm going to say that. He's going to get sent off. Tielemans plays it out. Goodmanson covers that left winger. Paolo waits to draw 2 defenders. That frees up Goodmanson. Okay. Ooh, I hate a wind-up. I hate the wind-up. I'm going to pass. Oh, was that a shot? Oh, it was blocked. Okay. Let it go. Let it go! It was blocked, son. Why didn't you just let it dribble out? Like, put your body in between, you know, like, yourself and the defender. Yeah, he's being drawn out of his position as a DM to track down their, like, best goal scorer. Yes. Yes, that's what I want. I know I should want a center back doing that, but I don't want the center backs to do it and run, you know, forward and then have their inverted people, right, cut inside. So let's wait. They've got Mario Mandzukic? What? Did that happen in reality? I missed that news. Did that really happen? Okay. Interesting. Sure. Now we'll man mark him and him, which leaves just essentially our 2 center backs and left back have to cover their right winger. Oh boy. You know, you think you keep up to date on footballing news, and then you see something like that, and you're like, wait, what? He used to play for Juve, right? They've had 7 shots. We've had the 1. So maybe our setup isn't really working. Who's getting all their shots? Shooting. Okay, Mandzukic has had 3 of the shots. Okay, so well, the good news is, right? We've marked Vardy out of the game thus far. He's on a 6.5, doesn't have a shot. I think we would take that, right? But now, late in the half, we're marking him, so that leaves just their left winger, which I don't want to man mark everybody, but hands on. Nope. Cautious. I don't want to be cautious. I don't want to be reluctant. Point finger. Don't think the job is done. Jack Cork is frustrated. Jack Cork thinks the 1 goal lead is the best lead in football. Okay, they've got an early yellow on Mandzukic. I feel like I'm saying that incorrectly. It's over the bar. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Vardy's on a 6.4. And that's their target, a wide target man as well. So if they're trying to punt the ball up to the left, theoretically we have someone marking that, right? Now, is it Under? Oh, I thought we were just going to watch that slide in, and then this pops up. Look, oh, dearie me. How we doing? We're looking a little tired. McNeil's on a 6.4. Wood's on a 6.5. Svensson is on a 6.8. Was not really planning on Svensson being that tired that early, but you could argue he has been running around like a maniac. So let's go to the 70th minute here. We're going to leave him on, I think. He's doing a good job. Like, that's all I need you to do, mate. We should take off our right back. Ooh, that's the other problem. I think Paulo can only go 75. Because he's just come back from injury. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get creative. We're going to bring on Mola, and we're going to play Cork there. Now, Cork is going to get exhausted too. Svensson's going to have to play because I don't want Paulo to re-injure himself. Go make a difference. So you freshen up the legs that are chasing Vardy around, and hopefully the wide target man isn't as, the 34-year-old wide target man isn't as spunky as Vardy in terms of running past people. So maybe that works out. Maybe. Look at all the yellows. Are they frustrated? I feel like we're going to give him a goal here at the end. Yes, I know he's being, yes, ignore that. McNeil, not having a great game, and is on a 6.4. So we're going to bring on, Ashley Barnes, who has needed some more games. But, my friends, we're going to mix it up, and we're going to play him on support. So we're going to go double inside forwards, I think. Yes, because he cannot cross nor dribble. I have yet to have a reaction to one of these. To like when you're subbing somebody on. It kind of makes you go, should I even bother? I'm sure, I was going to sub, but let's see what happens here. Vavro playing the ball, playing defender because of Tarkovsky's injury. That really wasn't great, let's be honest. Indeedy, play. Oh, Court covers it because he was man marking Jamie. Oh, I didn't sub Jamie Vardy. Yeah. Let's go. Right, lads. Dearie, everyone's tired and exhausted, and they're just gonna have to deal. I think it makes more sense to freshen up the midfield and bring on the new kid who can play an advanced playmaker. He's really used to doing it as a 10, but can he do it as a 8.5? Oh, not a handball. Goodmanson collects. Okay, wise Goodmanson. What? Come on, mate. You had help. Oh, dear. Oh my goodness. How? Oh, I was good. We're going to go back theoretically. Well, can we even go back and watch that highlight? They're coming on strong. We are really up against it here. We're going to go defensive and be disciplined. We're going to stop overlapping. I should have stopped that a long time ago. We're going to hold our shape. We're going to slow the pace down. We just have to survive one throw-in. Right now, do you think we could do it? Confidence is low. Oh, 19-year-old Oli steals the ball, gives it to Barnes. Whoa, I was going to say to the wizened veteran Barnes in comparison, but that was a tad nervy, not going to lie. Is there enough time for this to go horrifically wrong for us? Come on, referee. Referee, it's past the extra time. It's Vardy. It's going to be a penalty. No, Vardy hits the side netting. Surely that's enough. Surely that's enough. That was weird. It looked like he's stepping back, looking. Whoa, you don't get to see that highlight. Oh my, look at this. Expected goals of 1.6 to 0.25. We had 2 shots. You might have been screaming at your computer screen or your mobile device going like, he's not noticed that yet. And you're right. 19 shots to 2. But, my friends, we've gotten through. All it took was the 1 goal. And we, let's look at Leicester. I feel like we man-marked Vardy out of the game. Do you think that's accurate? Based on the highlights you saw, do you feel like that's accurate? I mean, he got a 6.3 is all I'm saying. Now, it didn't really work man-marking over here. And maybe here freed up these guys to have a lot of shots. Let's look at the actual... Can we see the actual player statistics? Yes. Yes, who had all the shots for them? Mario had 5. Vardy only had 2. So he had 2 in the second half. And then 5 for Under. Sorry if that's not correct. For us, a shot and a goal for Goodmanson, and a shot and no goal for Dwight McNeil. Get in. Get in. Outstretched arms. Well done on a great result. We played the way we needed to play to get the result. Can't ask for more than that. You could argue expected goals would disagree. But, hey. Oh, dearie me. It's become public knowledge. Well, yeah, because we probably talked to the agent. And, of course he's going to hope that Arsenal come in for him. And now, some other teams have picked up. Okay. Yeah. Okay, they've accepted. But will he accept? Does he have any other suitors? It's not like he's got a Manchester City not that Liverpool would loan to Manchester City, but, like he doesn't have a major club coming after him. So you think of the options available, we'd be pretty attractive. We get 100 grand. Jimmy doing well. Jimmy's probably going to play, fourth string, third string, fourth string center back for us. He's improving a lot. The game time has really helped him. Stevens is on loan. I don't really care about him. Bobby Thomas is probably going to go back on loan again, but again, improving nicely. We will not complain. The draw is in 2 days, and then we will take you straight to that game. So we're getting an FA Cup doubleheader, my friends. Let's see, by that point, right, by the time the game is actually played, the transfer window will have ended. So I got some work to do. We'll see you in a second. All right. It's the draw. They're being ridiculous. We're up to... I'll let you know. But who are we going to get? We just needed, I think, before we draw, reach the 5th round. We have achieved everything the board has asked us to do thus far from a cup competition standpoint. Now we just need to finish the job on the mid-table. But obviously we can make a run then in the FA Cup. That'd be fantastic. All right, here we go. Looking at the options here. Yep. And, well, it was a good run, my friends. We get Man United. Delicious. All right, we've hopped ahead and find ourselves in the Europa League 2 Cup place currently. Even on points with Crystal Palace, although they have a 10 goal difference, worse goal difference than us. It's gone about as you probably would expect. We beat West Ham 1-0. Dwight McNeil with a goal. We got smashed by Man City because I went for it. And we don't really have a defensive tactic because we never back down. We're like William Wallace. Oh, I'm sorry if I just offended a bunch of people because I don't truly understand the history. Fulham, moving on. Disappointing. We have a problem, I feel, with breaking down bunkered, like really bunkered defensive teams that counter. And playing a 4-2-3-1 has not really worked. So I think we might just stick with the 4-3-3 the rest of the way because of that. They counter us at the end of the game and beat us. Brighton, not anything too magnificent here. We just played really well across the board, as you can tell from the ratings over here. And pretty happy. My friends, I don't know if I've ever had a save, personal or that I put on YouTube, where I have brought in so many new players in the first season. Like in the summer window and in the winter window. Maybe I'm just forgetting, what some of the saves have been like, but we have brought in 10 new players total over the 2 windows. So let's go take a look. Yes, my friends, we have brought in Mendez for 14 million. I really like him because he's also our best central midfielder, despite the fact that he's not like a full glowing dot there. He's still, from an attribute standpoint, one of our best ones, and he can play. I prefer to use him in the roaming playmaker role. Quite good, but we're hopefully going to train him up on the inside forward on this side. Very pleased overall. He's given us a 6.9 and a start and a sub. So, still learning the system, getting integrated and all that kind of stuff. We are paying 65 grand a week, which is probably too much, but it is what it is. We did get Thiago Almada in. I think, not knowing what his full attributes are like, I'm quite pleased to be paying 18 and a quarter a week and have him as an impact sub. Like, they originally wanted him as a regular starter, and I was like, no, we'll just call him in whenever we need him. He's already gotten, that's total. He's already gotten a substitute appearance on a 6.6 against Fulham because I was like, ugh. But overall, again, very versatile player, right-footed. Again, we can play the winger on the right and put the inside forward on the left. He could do either one of those roles, kind of switching it up a little bit. But, you get an $8.5 million player for 18 and a quarter, loan till the end of the season. I'm hoping he likes it here, kind of like Mola, and then we could try and buy him, or we can try and re-loan him for next season. I didn't look at the rules. Why would I look at the league rules? You can only have 2 loans. I think. Well, we have 3. Is it only 2 interleague loans? There was something where it's like, once we signed, it was like, you can't sign any more loan players. Maybe it's interleague. It doesn't matter. And then we did sign Christopher Ayer for 21 million. I think I originally showed you we offered 15, but they came back really strong and we kind of met in the middle. Maybe I'm just a really poor negotiator. We had the money and I needed the player. It's one of those things where you go, I keep losing out on these really good players to other clubs, and he was really interested in Ajax, so it was like, we're going to pay him. He's on 70K. That's more than the star player. He's on an important player contract, but I think if you're looking for somebody to kind of not rebuild your defense, but if you look at our defensive options here, you got Tarkovsky, 28, but he had a double hernia, and that's impacted his physical stats and his mental stats, right? You got Vavra, who's 24 now. We brought him in. And we've loaned Alonso, who's 30. It doesn't even show the other players, right? But let's go look. We've got Ben Mee, 31. Again, not bad. Definitely squad player, being paid too much. Like 60 grand for a squad player is too much. We're going to try and sell him in the summer window. And we've got Kevin Long, who's 30. Again, physical's pretty good. Not the best, overall, but not terrible. But he's 30. So it's kind of like refreshing that back line, right? Like Ayer is good enough and can increase a little bit to kind of be that younger version of Virgil van Dijk, right? Like that guy who can lead the back line. He's 6'5". He's absolutely massive. He's talented. He can play up and down the middle of the park if we need him to, but it allows him time to develop into that role. I know I'm spending a lot of time on him, but it was a record signing, which was kind of surprising to me that 21 million is the record signing for Burnley, but especially when they gave us so much money. But I guess, maybe Burnley is more spread it out in the past. And then, as noted, we had already signed Elise for 9 million. He's got 3 starts, a sub, and an assist on a 697. Has looked very comfortable. So I'm quite pleased with our window overall. But again, when you look at it, right, like that, you can't see all those. Wilshere, Paulo, Clinton Mola, Alonso, Dennis Vavro. I'm getting out of the way. Jonas, Michael Elise, Ayer, Almada, and Mendez. That's a lot of new players, and I'm not sad about it. So we've got Man United. I told you we might play Man United in the Premier League, but instead it's going to be in the FA Cup 5th round. I thought about, to be completely honest with you, we've gotten to the point where the board's going to be happy, and I thought about just playing like Peacock Farrell and Charlie Taylor and like full rotation. My hope here, because we don't have a defensive game plan, is that maybe, just maybe, I mean, Man United is in the fight for winning the title. They've dropped a bit, right? They're 7 points off. So my hope is that they will just heavily rotate. Liverpool mug on a Burnley save. I don't know how you'll feel about that. So I don't think that's going to happen, but I feel like we might as well go for it. And it's not like, we're on 36 points. It's not like we're down here and we're on 14 like West Brom, right? Like we're 13 points behind them, but that's really like 14 wins and a draw. I mean, 4 wins and a draw. So it's not like they are, they're significantly better than us, but they're not significantly better than us, if that makes sense. I was also going to show you this. I really wanted to sign Jesse Lingard. We hadn't fully scouted him. He was available on an end of contract free. I don't know if this is me, GHG, not understanding the rules of the transfer window or if it's a bug in the game. So I'd like your thoughts on this. We got to taking part in the transfer day activities, right? I clicked take part because we were trying to move some players around and all that kind of stuff. And I went up here to contract to offer to sign or whatever. And it said, you can't offer a contract to this player until a transfer offer is accepted, which is weird because when I went here, right, it showed Torino, end of contract, and they'd offered him a contract. Now, maybe I just misunderstood and he had already agreed to that, but I don't think so. I think they had offered it because it had given me a pop-up box in my inbox that said he's considering it, but it's not expected to make a decision like immediately. And so I was like, now 82 grand we would not. Well, no, I don't know what. No, he ended up signing. No. He ended up signing for like 34 grand. That's what the thing on the inbox said. And his agent had said he was going to be interested at 50K with us. And I'm like, for 34 grand, I think that's a good pickup. Give him a chance to kind of rebuild his career. But, very good off the ball and work rate. And again, he could play that winger. I'm crossing not so much. But, I thought he would have been a decent on a free pickup, but again, I don't know if it was a me thing or an FM bug thing. So if it's an FM bug thing, if you could let me know so I can report it on the forums. So off we go, my friends. I've rambled on enough. This is going to be a long episode. Thanks for sticking with me thus far. They think we should play 4-2-3-1-1. It's not worked, lads. Okay? Who do they have? They got Martial, Rashford, Malinovsky, Greenwood, Fred, Van de Beek, Wait, no. he's injured. At the very bottom, Paul Pogba's still here. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Did they sell him? Rojo's still available. I'm kind of tempted, not going to lie. But that would go against everything I just said from a, older and falling apart standpoint. Okay, we're good. I thought there for a second they'd sold Pogba, which I think they should. Tarkovsky, yes. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I guess I should get my earbuds in so I can hear the booing of the crowd. We're not going to mark Bruno Fernandes. Let's go. Pick up where you left off last time. Yes! Yes, Mendes, Cork, and Tarkovsky. But, one of each. You get him. Well, Cork is kind of the midfield as well. I was thinking like an attacking player, a midfielder, and a defender. One on each line are excited. Just the one question we skipped in the press conference. So, enjoy that, my friends. Thank you so much for your support on the save. It's been amazing. I am getting ready to announce my main save. I got to find some time to put together an intro on that, so stay tuned for that. I have a feeling we're going to get absolutely wrecked here because they are so much better from a talent standpoint. Oh, see, an FM20, you're thinking that's a given penalty. That was actually like a good tackle. He just stuck his foot in. Mendes heads that back. Can we hold on to the ball, lads? I don't think I have counter set as an instruction. Do I? No. Could we not just punt it forward? Like, we just got the ball. Hey, here they come. Here's Martial. And, of course. The other thing, I thought about, not playing Ayer because it said that he doesn't know our tactical plan very well. Like, if you go to the development screen, it's got on the far side all the bars of how well they know or do not know, whatever. It's like fluid motion. Like, I should just take a screenshot and put it right there to show you. But I also thought, well, if we're going to potentially lose to Manchester United in the FA Cup 5th round, Cork just lets Rashford run past him. You go on then. Go on then. Miss it, Rashford. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it. Then it was a worthwhile exercise to get Ayer more game time in the system. I mean, he's obviously a pretty darn good player, too, so ease off your tackles. I do like that as an added feature. Thank you, Sports Interactive. Malinovsky plays it for... here we go again. He's going to slot it home, isn't he? Twice, you could say. Cartwheel! Yay! Don't worry, lads. We got a .08 goal difference. I really don't know what to do here. Let's try playing for set pieces. Let's go back to a little bit of Burnley. Oh, that's... Shoot. I have this thing in the tactics. I thought I changed it for the one game with Leicester, and now it's changed it for all games. It's marking the striker, which obviously pulls the deep line playmaker out of position. So that's my mistake. I have yet to change that. That's obviously, clearly, it has nothing to do with us hoofing the ball up like that, even though I've got hold shape, and he's offside. Thank you. It has nothing to do with us just hoofing the ball up. It has everything to do with that one player man-marking Martial and getting skinned. Clearly. Also, this screen shows up after it shows down here what the decision already is, which is kind of ridiculous. It does that, kind of ruins a bit of the ooh. It's like I just read the text at the bottom. Yeah, goal disallowed. We knew it was disallowed. Show them what you're all about in the second half, lads. Let's try positive again. We might as well work on it. This is like, I don't think I don't know. You all tell me. I'm not a master at the tactical situations. Yeah, I'm not even gonna watch them score this goal. Oh, yeah, it was amazing. It was a great tackle. I don't think you can play counter-attacking Tiki-Taka. Like playing or a cautious. You kind of have to have the gusto to go for it and pass it around. Unless you're just going to play defensive bunker and just pass around the back line for 90 minutes. Let's rotate out some players and call it a day. I mean, is that wrong? Is that bad to be like, yep, we just concede, you know, you're the significantly better team? I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, to be honest with you. Just kind of like accepting your station in life. Let's freshen up the left and right back. You know what? Let's not do right now Alonso, because he's still not absolutely wrecked. But we'll get Paulo some game time. And then we'll wait just a little bit to see who gets tired first. Because Mendez, in his first game for us, he must have just played one for his other team. And he, like, in the 20th minute, went down to, like, red. And I was like, oh, that's not good. Sure, let's try. You know, they recommended we try it. So, whoa, dear. Okay. Focus. Mola. Sure. Like that. And then... Wait. Yeah, Corka's tired. Sure, this is fine. Everything's fine. What do you think about the transfer? Find something else to talk about. Transfers. Demand more. Nobody's really feeling it, right, boss? You're just giving me the look. A little intercepted on the throw in there. Can we nick one back just for pride's sake? Wood holds up the play. Nice. Gets it to Elise. Mendez, the two new signings. Gets it up to McNeil, the youngster from Burnley. Drives in. What a run. Oh, it deserved a better finish. I mean, it was good positioning from the defender there, whoever that was. But, you know, we got a 0.7 on the XG. We're just gonna... I mean, yeah. It's pretty much the worst draw we could have gotten. Pretty much. Although now, I'm going, what do we do when we play them next in the league? Or, you know, Chelsea or Liverpool or Man City. It's not gone well against those clubs. So I feel like we do need to get like a... Ooh, oh, that pass was so good. I just love a through ball like that behind the defender. Oh, it's one of my favorite things in football in general, not Football Manager. We need to come up with some sort of counterattack or park the bus type system and try that out, because we've gotten smoked by the big teams essentially this year. So based on our current squad, like, I'd have to go look to see what the pace and acceleration look like now for some of the new signings. You know, could we play like a like a 3 at the back with some wing backs and like a 5-3-1-1, something like that, and try and counterattack? Again, when you look at it, a 1.25 XG to a 0.85 and it was a 3-0 seems harsh, but I really don't think we were at the races. They had 14 shots, 9 on target. We had 7 shots, 1 on target. So that's now my challenge is I'm not giving up on the Tiki-Taka, right? Oh, dear. Demotivated. Let's not talk about individuals. I don't talk, like I just said, I don't want to talk about individuals, bro. But I do think we need to have some sort of system, because, like, let's just look at the results. Manchester United 2-0 us. Chelsea 2-1. Man City 4-0. Have we played Liverpool? Did I just miss it? We played Liverpool twice in the second half of the season. That seems odd. And we play Chelsea next. So I'm going to have to figure that out before the next game. I'm going to, like, again, we are, what is this? 8 episodes in. So I'm going to get us going here. We'll come back somewhere in the middle. So this will be like the 9th episode down here, and then probably ending the season down here with, oh, you can't see it. This is Arsenal. and like end of season awards and all that kind of stuff. So we'll do 10 episodes for this season. We're out of all the cup competitions. We've done all right, you know. The club is now pleased about signing players under the age of 22 for the future, which, okay, when I read under the age of 22, under is 21 or below. But when we signed Ayer, this improved. And I'm like, that's not under 22. That's 22 and under. Verbiage is important. So, curious. But again, when you look at the board now, they're pleased with the signings. We're working within the Wade budget. We're currently mid-table. We've reached the FA Cup 5th round and the Carabao Cup 4th round. Now, next season, they want a top half finish. Right now, we are currently in the top half. So, we're making progress. But, you know, can you imagine if we got into the Europa League 2 thing? When I have no familiarity with it. All right, my friends, if you've enjoyed this rather long episode and the signings, I am curious what your thoughts are. Did we overpay, or is it a good foundation for the future? We'll see you next time. Hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you soon. Have a good one. Some of you may have caught this. So I'm going to put it in right at the very end before the outro segment. We have signed a central defender from Real Madrid. Sounds exciting. On a free. 6'3", should be, you know, hitting that under 22 mark for us. Has got somewhat decent potential. The problem, my friends, is it's disappeared now. It said it seemed unlikely was going to get a work permit. So I went ahead with it because I'm new to experiencing work permits. And so I'm not sure if that means he can join the club but not play. If we can loan him out. I'm kind of looking at it as an investment. I mean, we're only going to be paying him. We can't reapply for it just yet. What did we offer him? How do I find that? Come on. You know, he's on 500. No, that's not correct. None of this is correct. That's not our offer. That's his current contract. It was like, I don't know, $3 or $4 grand. And so I was like, it's worth a shot to see what happens there. I'm upset because Joel Mabongo is going on a free. He didn't take the offer that would have paid us. He's going to Ake on a free. Lucas Jensen is joining Nyokoping FC on a free. And Josh Benson is joining St. Mirren on a free. Now you can hit the like button. Thanks for sticking around towards the end. Some of you are like, wait a minute. Normally the outro is 20 seconds. What is this? Oh, let's find out.